too. It's like everybody that you know.
I know. So yeah.
It's like, but what even is it anymore?
I know. Well, it's Brandon's week. Brandon's week this week. He's like, it was me last week. It's just
Not feeling well.
he's down.
Yeah.
And we did this in September. That's what's so crazy. I mean, and it's nothing like, and I didn't even know that was because I tested negative, but what else is going around?
Right.
You know what I mean? I could just, he's still testing negative. Who knows?
It's
Yeah.
just, yeah, it's crazy. And my son tested negative, then he tested positive.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was, but then 2 days later, he was negative. So it was strange.
Yeah,
He
it's
just
hard
never
to.
had, he never had, he had 1 day of a headache
Mm-hmm.
and 1 day of just like, I don't feel good. And
All right.
Kids. So
Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to everyone. So good to see all of your faces. Thank you for coming in today. We have been playing with the concept of time this week and using it to expand, understanding it not as something that is fixed and linear, but something that we can utilize as a tool in our lives to find and create deeper connection, deeper peace, deeper experiences, deeper moments, to really extract the juiciness and the joy from life. So as we begin today, our journey, my invitation to you is to just allow yourselves to begin to breathe, begin to settle into the room as I start the recording here. All right, welcome. So as we drop into the concepts of time today, my invitation to you is to use your breath. Our focus today is not only on the word and the spoken word, but how we use different tools to create pace, to create rhythm, to create timing. So as you breathe in and out, getting settled into this moment, I invite you to begin with me where we always start off, and that is imagining that beautiful golden light shining down on the top of your head. And just notice how, as you focus in on the top of your head, what awarenesses of light around you come into focus. Using that inner sense of vision to feel where the natural light is coming from the room, where the soft light of the sky is coming from. Allowing yourself to just feel into all of these different senses, the different ways in which your body is constantly observing everything around you. Taking this moment as you breathe now, again, in and out, simultaneously focusing on that light and shifting your focus to your breath. And again, noticing the rhythm of your breath, its speed, its pace. How deep are you breathing in? Do you suddenly feel called to take a nice deep breath in, to shift the rhythm, to sink into a more natural sense of timing? Sense of timing that is in rhythm and synchronicity with that of the earth. And now bringing your focus back again to imagining that golden light. This time moving from beyond the natural light within the room. And noticing that there's another light that is shining down, one that isn't directly above your head, and yet seemingly it's as though the spotlight has been turned on. You can feel its warmth penetrating the top of your scalp. And you can feel your mind opening as that light begins to work its way into your system. As you breathe in and out, allowing yourself to simply relax into the moment, relax into the room. Coming back again to the breath, using each breath now to draw in that light, that golden light that's attuned to our guides, to our angels, to our soul's purpose. Imagining with each breath as we draw that breath in, that that light is being drawn in, down through our mind, down over the backs of our heads and our shoulders. For in this moment, we are connecting our minds to our greatest purpose and expanding our consciousness, our awareness of where we are going, who we are called to be, creating, forging that path trodden through our consciousness and our focus each and every day as we step in to our inner divinity. And as you breathe in and out here, I invite you to expand your breath, to kind of quicken the pace a little bit, to increase the rhythm, if you will, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, with a little bit more intention as we focus in and call that golden light that's shining down into an even more focused energy, moving beyond simply your purpose and into that, the purpose of the collective of this planet, and without needing to understand, just feeling that deep, deep force of love that is all around us at all times. It is the essence and the fabric of life. Through your intention and your focus, calling it in to a specific purpose, and without judging or analyzing or writing a story in this moment, I invite you to use your breath and that pace to receive, to forge that pathway between you and this unified field of love. And now beginning to shift our focus into our hips, into the earth, inviting your body to move, to adjust as it feels fit, opening more space, moving beyond the breath, allowing the breath to deepen into the belly, creating, expanding the body as we go deeper and deeper into this moment. Again, breathing in and out, going deeper into the earth, now feeling the chair or the bed or the earth beneath you, feeling your connection through your feet and your sitting bones as we go deeper and deeper in, focusing on our body, on its messages, on any tension. Again, just moving and breathing into that tension. So we're massaging our way in through our focus and our mind until we finally reach and arrive at our core and discover our heartbeat. Our heartbeat that is harmonized with that of the earth. As you breathe in and out, allowing your focus to drop all the way down and in to the center of the earth. Feeling your body and your breath harmonizing, slowing, finding its rhythm as we drop even deeper in. For the pace and the rhythm of the earth has its own speed. And as we slow our breath and we slow our focus and simply allow whatever thoughts and images to drift by like clouds across the sun, We begin to find our heartbeat in the rhythm that's pulsing within us, moving at a pace that is our divine nature, at a pace of nature. And if any part of you has doubt or uncertainty, I simply invite you to think about the pace and the rhythm of the world around us, outside the room that we're in. How fast not only the cars and the people and life is happening, but even the birds and the wind and the trees, each with their own natural rhythm and pace. As we continue to drop in, following our hearts and their guidance, allowing yourself to find your rhythm and your pace, the true nature, not of where you do life and take action, but the true nature of where you experience healing, where you experience spirit. So often people will say to me, I don't meditate, I don't know how, and yet simply it's just giving yourself to have your own rhythm of breath, your own pace, and allowing yourself to trust that there is a magical sweet spot for you where it all comes together. So as you breathe in and out in this moment, trusting that as you go deeper and deeper in with each breath, allowing yourself to slow down, much like if we've been driving in a car and we just take our foot off the gas and allow ourselves to glide. Where do you find yourself gliding to? How is the breath moving in and out of your body at this time? What rhythm have you found? Feeling and sensing the difference between when we started to focus in. There is a timing that is here. And as we explored yesterday, this timing is a sacred timing. It's a timing that exists outside of our everyday lives, and yet is the foundation that drives us forward. And so we're going to capture this timing again in the moment as I invite you to begin the journey with me into feeling and sensing your natural timing. So going back to earlier in this beautiful day, to that moment when not only did the sun begin to pierce the horizon, but you began to awake to the first breaths of this day. And your mind began to open and start to think and reflect about all that it is that you do as you begin your day. And then there was that moment that you got out of bed and your feet hit the floor. And it's that moment that I invite you to capture in your awareness right now. It's an act that you perform every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Your feet hitting the floor after a moment of rest or deep sleep. And in that moment, your feet found that connection to the earth. And those beautiful energetic points that awaken the different meridians connected to the earth and plugged in for the first time today, starting the day off completely anew. So as you find your breath and your natural rhythm, my invitation to you is to call forward to that moment in this day when your feet hit the floor. And as you slow down time and you capture that, calling forth that snapshot that was taken, the sensation and the feeling of the earth beneath your feet, the connection. Did you have socks on? What does your floor feel like? If it's carpeted, the softness, if it's wood or marble, the coolness. As your feet hit the floor. And in that moment, your timing for the day began. So I invite you to infuse into that first moment of the day when your body boots up and begins. I invite you to focus on and call forth a word that maybe went unspoken, a word that represents a concept and an idea. Notice how if you think about the words and the thoughts that were rolling through your mind in that moment your feet hit the floor, how many you actually brought into that moment of simply being in action, guiding yourself to what needed to happen next. I invite you to put all of those words on pause and weave into this fabric your chosen words. Maybe it's love, maybe it's patience, maybe it's peace, maybe it's courage, maybe it's security. There's a word within your heart that only can be heard when we slow down and allow it to bloom into the fertile soil of our day. So as you infuse this word into that memory of that moment of this morning, allowing for that word to be woven in to the fabric of all of your actions, of all of your deeds. As you breathe in and out, in and out. Feeling this synchronicity, feeling the force and the continuity as you think through. You can feel that list and all of those things that you just instinctively went about doing, now being infused with this word. I invite you to speak this word in your mind, to feel it, to roll the syllables of it around in your head, to allow the speaking in what you hear in your mind to be spoken at your natural timing, your rhythm, that sacred rhythm that in that moment is divinely connected to the pace and the rhythm of the mother, of nature, the greatest degree of healing and receiving. Hearing that word spoken over and over again in your mind, rolling around, being massaged and worked in to all of the actions and deeds And as you leave this meditation today, will unfold at a much quicker pace and rhythm. So you breathe in and out, allowing yourself to follow the rhythm of this word as it begins to synchronize with the rhythm and the pace of your day that will begin to unfold once you leave this meditative space. Now beginning to come back to focus in again on the breath. Noticing how one word in your day, connecting it to that sacred moment when our feet hit the earth and all of the programs within our body begin to unfold. Noticing now how one word can have another word stack upon it. Maybe you move from love to joy. And each of these words, as we slow the rhythm and the pace of the words down and the intention behind them, sequentially builds into our desires. And from there, sequentially builds into our actions. You can begin to trace these very basic, simple words and their intention and what fuels them within into the words that led you and drove you here today. As you breathe in and out, in and out. I invite you in this moment as we slowly start to make our way back into the present to speak your word into the room. As you are ready, taking a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, allowing that word to pass over your lips. Love, joy, harmony, bliss. Slowly making your way back into your body, feeling your heartbeat, noticing how your pace, at the pace of the Divine Mother, compared to your heartbeat, noticing the differences between the two. If your body feels the compulsion to begin to need to move, allowing the body to bring you into rhythm of the day, rolling your ankles, rolling your neck, rolling your wrists, opening your hands, closing your hands, rolling your thumbs, rolling the ankles again, taking a nice deep breath in as you slowly allow yourself to begin to synchronize with your natural pace and rhythm today, not one that is pushing or challenged or hard, but that is perfectly synchronized with your word, your spoken word for this day. For each word, as we bring it into form, brings us closer into the reality of the dreams and the visions that we are seeking to call forth. And when we harmonize and synchronize those words with the pace of the Divine Mother, with the earth, we're able to manifest perfectly that which we are seeking. So feeling this rhythm and this cadence of your thoughts and intentions and the words in your mind being held and synchronized in your unique divine timing as you begin to prepare to go about your day, letting it be held in this perfect synchronicity. As you make your way back into the room, I invite you to have a beautiful day. May it be full of love. Namaste.